I approach the hotel elevator, my usual destination for the night. My hand extends automatically, reaching for the call button on the wall. The cool, brushed metal hums faintly under my fingertips. The doors slide open with a soft, mechanical sigh. I step into the small, confined space. The air inside is still, slightly colder than the lobby. My gaze drifts to the illuminated panel of floor selections. My finger lifts, ready to choose my floor, accustomed to the layout. My eyes scan the orderly column of numbers. 10, 11, 12. Then, my hand stills in midair. An unsettling blank space confronts me. It is smooth, devoid of any button, any number, any light. This empty void occupies the exact position where the button for floor 13 should be. The polished metal reflects only a distorted sliver of my face. It is an unnerving, deliberate absence in the sequence. I have used this very elevator hundreds of times. I distinctly remember a full set of numbers always being present, a subtle shift in the familiar. The fluorescent lights above me flicker once, quickly, before steadying again. A faint tremor runs through the elevator car's frame. My breath catches in my throat. A quiet, unspoken warning seems to emanate from that empty spot. I retract my hand slowly. My skin prickles with a chill. I press the button for my actual floor, just below that unsettling void. The doors slide shut with a heavy, final sound. I step into the hallway. The metallic scent of ozone still lingers from the elevator. My gaze drifts back to the polished doors. A silent question. A shadow falls over me. Mr. Henderson approaches slowly. His eyes are wide, unfocused, staring ahead. He holds a stack of files, clutched too tight against his chest. He stops close, uncomfortably close. His voice is a whisper, dry and strained. "Never press the 13th button," he rasps. His words hang heavy in the air. My breath catches. He does not blink. I look at the elevator panel. All the numbers are present, except one. There is no 13 visible. This fact puzzles me deeply. His warning feels ancient, profoundly ingrained into his very being. He clutches the files tighter still. His knuckles are stark white against his skin. A faint tremor runs through his hand. "No matter what they say," he continues. His voice drops even lower, a barely audible rasp. "No matter who asks you to." A cold shiver races down my spine. He looks through me, not at me. His face is pale, almost. His steps are small, unsteady. He turns the corner at the end of the hall. He disappears from my sight. The hallway is silent again. My heart pounds a frantic rhythm in my chest. The elevator hums softly behind me. This entire place feels suddenly wrong. I press the button for floor 8. The elevator hums gently. The doors begin to slide shut. A faint static sound crackles from the speaker above. I look up towards the grill. Then a voice speaks. It is synthesized, smooth, and oddly calm. "Press 13, it says." The words hang in the silent air. My breath catches in my throat. My eyes fixate on the button panel. The number 13 glows with a dull, insistent light. It seems brighter than the others. I do not move. My hand remains by my side. The static sound grows, a low hiss filling the small space. It feels like the entire elevator is holding its breath. The ascent feels slower now. No, it feels like it is waiting for me to decide. The voice returns, softer this time. "Please," it adds. "Press 13. Please." The please sounds wrong. It is too human, yet not human at all. My heart pounds hard against my ribs. I press my back against the cold metallic wall. I remember the strict rule. I keep my eyes on the forbidden button. I refuse to reach for it. The lights inside the elevator flicker. The elevator is completely silent now. My floor is still far away. The silence itself feels like a question. I walk past the staff break room door. A foul, metallic scent, like old blood and rust, seeps into the corridor. Then I see Henderson. He emerges slowly. His movements are stiff, disjointed. His uniform is stained and rumpled. He looks like he has not slept in days. His face is gaunt. His eyes are hollow, red-rimmed. They stare blankly forward. He mutters something I cannot quite catch. His voice is a dry, thin whisper, almost lost to the hum of the building. He brushes past me without a glance. There is no flicker of recognition, only a deep, empty void where his focus should be. My chest tightens. This is not the man I spoke to just yesterday. Henderson shuffles onward. His hand slips from his pocket. A soft clink sounds on the hard floor. He does not stop. He does not even react. I look down. A brass key lies there. Its surface gleams faintly. I reach for it. The metal is shockingly cold. Like something pulled from deep ice, it burns my palm with its unnatural chill. I snatch my hand back. A jolt runs up my arm. My fingers tingle with the cold. And the corridor feels suddenly darker. I pick up the key again. It feels impossibly heavy. The numbers etched into its head are old, faded. This cold, heavy key, it remembers. I know it does. I reach out, my finger finding the correct button. The light illuminates with a soft glow. The doors hiss shut. The elevator car begins its ascent. My floor number should be next. I watch the panel above, waiting for the familiar click, the slowing hum. Instead, the numbers keep climbing, one after another. My floor passes, unnoticed by the system. A cold prickle starts on my neck. The ascent continues. There is no bell, no deceleration. The floor indicator on the door panel flickers. For a fraction of a second, a faint number materializes. A 1, and then a 3, barely visible through the brass. It vanishes, leaving just the smooth metal. I blink, trying to reconcile what I saw. My right hand still clutches the ornate brass key. It feels oddly substantial. A strange density begins to gather within its weight. The metal itself feels different, not just cold, but heavy. It presses into my palm. The weight becomes noticeable, steadily pulling my arm down. The air inside the small car, I remember the warning. Yet this machine moves with a purpose not my own. The key in my hand pulls heavier, a dead weight now. This journey is not ending where I intended. My hand hovers over the panel. I need to reach a floor. The 13 button slot flashes now. A soft red pulse emanates from its empty space. It beckons, a silent lure. I shift my weight. My breath catches. I decide to press 12 instead. My finger connects with the cold plastic. The display above the door flickers. It changes from lobby to floor 12.5. This is not right. There is no floor 12.5. I stare at the impossible numbers. My mind feels fuzzy. I pull my hand back quickly. My chest tightens. I try 14. Maybe it was just a glitch. I press the 14 button. The display glitches again. Now it reads floor 13A. A wave of nausea washes over me. My grip tightens on the brass key in my pocket. The key vibrates. A low hum travels up my arm. It feels unstable, warm, alive. The vibrations grow stronger. I look at the panel. Every button seems wrong. The numbers warp. 7 looks like L. 9 looks like P. My eyes ache. The light behind the 13 button throbs brighter. I feel a distinct pull. A strange current runs through the elevator car. The air grows thick. I am losing my sense of up and down. This elevator is actively fighting me, twisting reality. My control slips. I turn sharply away from the glowing elevator doors. My hand finds the cold push bar of the stairwell exit. It groans open, protesting the movement. I step inside. The air is stale, thick with dust and disuse. I begin to descend, my footsteps loud against the concrete. 1 floor, 2 floors down. I focus on the rhythm. Each landing looks exactly the same. A plain, fire-rated door. A faded number painted on the wall. I count them in my head. A rhythmic chant of 12, then 11, then 10. I am moving. I am escaping this floor. But a subtle shift begins. The turn of the stairs feels familiar. Too familiar. The hallway at each landing seems to stretch, just slightly. I stop dead. My eyes scan the dull gray walls around me. This isn't right. I should be further down by now. I press on, moving faster. My breath hitches. A low, persistent hum vibrates through the floor beneath my feet. It grows louder with every step. It is the distinct sound of elevator machinery. It comes from directly ahead, not from behind me. I emerge from the stairwell's final turn. Another identical hallway stretches out before me, and there it is. The same dark wood panels, the same polished brass doors, an elevator bank. I am back again. I stare at it, completely defeated. The brass key in my palm feels unnervingly slick. It slides against my skin. There is no escape from this place, not even through the endless stairs. The elevator glides upward with a faint whine. I rub a hand along the polished steel panel. My reflection appears, hazy at first, then solidifies. My head turns to the right. The reflected image hesitates, then slowly, deliberately, follows. This isn't a trick of light. My reflection moves on its own peculiar timeline. I raise my eyebrows. Its eyebrows lift a full beat later. A cold knot tightens in my gut. It watches me, but it is not copying me. It's almost observing, thinking. I press my palm flat against the panel, hard. My reflection mirrors the gesture, yet its fingers splay unnervingly wider than mine. A deep shiver runs down my spine. That isn't me anymore. That is something else entirely, inhabiting my reflected form. My hand instinctively goes to my pocket's familiar comfort. I grip the solid brass key. It feels wrong. The heavy cold metal now seems to float. My fingers tighten, trying to find resistance, trying to feel its weight. There is none. It feels like my hand trembles, a deep tremor starting in my bones. The object I trusted is gone. Its physical properties are gone. My own image is gone. I stare at the weightless key, then back at the strange, alien face in the polished steel. This can't be real. I feel myself unraveling, slipping away. The elevator shudders. It groans to a complete halt. The illuminated number now reads 13. It glows with an unnatural, sickly green light. My hand, still holding the cold brass key, trembles. The door panels slide open slowly, with a soft hiss. I brace myself for what comes next. The hallway outside is not right. It stretches, impossibly long. The geometry shifts before my eyes, twisting like a forgotten dream. Walls ripple like dark water. Carpets breathe, patterned with decaying, faded roses. The light flickers from unseen sources. It casts long, dancing shadows that stretch and contract. This is not a floor. This is not a place that should exist. A low hum pulses, vibrating through the floor panels. It resonates deep in my chest. A silent, ancient command fills the space. My fingers clench around the brass key. It feels suddenly, intensely warm. The metal begins to soften, melting into my skin. It presses hard into my palm. It pulls me forward gently, but with immense, undeniable force. A sharp, searing pain. My skin distorts, changing color. The material of the key merges with me. Fibers becoming one. I can feel it. I am becoming part of it. The rule takes hold. My individual self begins to dissolve. My hand floats, no longer truly mine. I observe it, detached as if watching a stranger. The impossible hallway stretches ahead, shimmering at its edges. Memories blur, like old photographs dipped in water. Faces, names, they lose their crispness. A strange, systemic warmth spreads under my skin now. It pulses, deep within my chest, a new rhythm. The brass key is gone from my pocket. It rests, somehow, beneath my ribs, a perfect internalized fit. It feels like it always belonged there. My vision locks onto the 13 button. It glows with an inviting, pulsating red light. It calls to me, not with a sound, but with an absolute, undeniable feeling. My body turns, slowly, without my command. My feet shuffle forward. The air around me hums, a low, resonant drone. Each step feels lighter, more fluid. My thoughts drain away, like water leaving a cracked vessel. I am less TVERO now. More. A function. The glowing number fills my entire field of view. It is everything. It is peace. My arm extends. I feel myself spreading, dissolving into the metal, into the crimson glow. There is no panic, only an overwhelming blank calm. I become part of the rule. I am the 13. It is complete.